The Big Game, written by Blue Moon Hero, read by Swedish Diablo. The students at Cantaloupe High School was getting ready for their annual basketball match against Crystal Prep Academy. All the students are training and fall before the match. Sunset had gathered her friends in the music room to talk tactics for the match. Sunset had been chosen for to be the team captain. Have any suggestions how we can win against Crystal Prep? Asked Sunset. We are going to be quick and tough, said Rainbow Dash. That's a good suggestion, said Sunset. But maybe we need a backup plan, said Applejack. Only if the first plan doesn't work, said Applejack. Yes, you're right, Applejack, said Sunset. The friends sit and are silent for a while, and they're all considering other suggestions. Sunset, can you confuse the players as if I fit the ball to Fluttershy? Said Rainbow Dash. It might work, said Sunset. Are you on the plan, Fluttershy? Asked Sunset. No, said Fluttershy. Everyone looks at Fluttershy surprised. I'm sorry, but I don't want to do the play, said Fluttershy. Sunset looks at her friend, who looks a bit scared. Is there any reason? Asked Applejack. I don't like playing, said Fluttershy. I have promised Rarity with Pinkie to share at the game for high AGS, said Fluttershy. Then it is just me, Applejack, said Sunset. Sunset looked proud at her friend and plans a different tactics. They wanted Twilight's help, but she was with Spike to the vet. Next day, Sunset, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, and Twilight are training in front for the game. They have asked Applejack's brother and some others if they want to join and play, and they all responded that they wanted to join the game. The match was a week away, and now the CSS team should train so often as they can before the match, and everyone was so nervous but motivated to win this time. Over the past 3 years, Crystal Prep have won the match, but now CAH wants to do everything for win this year's match. They tested different tactics by studying other basketball matches to learn new tricks that could help them. 2 days before the match, CSH had their final training before the match, and everyone was now ready to compete. Well trained, anyone. I feel sure we can come in to win this year, said Sunset. I also want to say that I am proud of our team, said Sunset. Now, we will win and take now, and you have earned to take a day rest before the match, said Sunset. See everyone on the match, said Sunset. You're ready to win this year, coach, said Rainbow Dash. After school, Sunset met Rainbow at a cafe near the school. She could see that Rainbow sat and draw on a napkin how the team would play. Rainbow, are you nervous about the competition? Asked Sunset. Of course not, said Rainbow Dash. I'm just going through our plan, said Rainbow. Okay, said Sunset. The next day, Sunset exercised a bit for herself in the gym. She was just restless and excited about the game. The following day, she and her whole team were gathered in the gym, and the other side of the plan, the Crystal Prep School, was ready. Before the match began, both teams went through their plan, how they would play and who and what they would see on on the bench for so long. Principal Celestia and Cadence stood in the middle of the plan and welcomed everyone to the match. Welcome all students from Crystal Prep Academy and Canfield High School. Today we have our annual basketball match, said Celestia. I and Principal Celestia are looking forward for a good match, said Cadence. Now let the match start, said Cadence. The judge blew in a whistle and both teams started playing and became an intense match. Just after 20 minutes, Crystal Prep has scored 2 goals, while CSH has scored 1 goal. Rainbow, pass the ball to me, said Applejack. Rainbow fought a backdrop to Applejack and tried to score, but was stopped by Sunny Flare, fought the ball to Sugarcoat. But Sunset managed to catch the ball and attack the opponent, but she was obstructed by Sword Sweet and Indigo Zap. Twilight, here, take the ball, said Sunset. Twilight caught the ball, and Indigo Zap approached her, but she fought the ball to Rainbow, who fought the ball back to Applejack, who scored. After a half hour, the scoreboard was 6 points for Crystal Prep and 4 points for Canfield High School. Then the judge blew off for halftime and all the players got a chance to rest and drink something. Okay, we need to try to get some more skulls, said Sunset. Okay, how will we do it? asked Applejack. Well, we'll let Twilight and Rainbow sit on a replacing bench and take in Macintosh and Flash, said Sunset. Do you want me to sit on the bench? asked Rainbow. Yes, just to can you rest for a while until we replace you with another player, just in confusion to Crystal Preps, said Sunset. It sounds like a good plan, said Applejack. Okay, I have to admit, it is a good idea, said Rainbow. Then be sure let's win the match, said Sunset. Yes, said everyone. The judge blew off the second half, and now the both teams were charged for to win the match. While the both teams were playing, Rarity, Fluttershy, and Pinkie stood on cheering for their team. While they were cheering, their teams give more energy and endurance to win the match. After the second half time lasted for 15 minutes. Suddenly, CSH team went out, taking out Applejack and Sunset against Rainbow and Twilight. Another 10 minutes, the scoreboard scored 9 points for Crystal Prep and 7 points for Canfield High School. Sunny Flare had the ball and tried to pass it to Sour Sweet, but Flash caught it, and then the CSS team began to feed the ball back and forward to try to confuse the Crystal Prep team. It managed quite well, and the CSH team managed to score 3 goals and led their team. Come on now, Crystal Prep, show what we're going for, said Sunny Flare. The Crystal Prep team began to mimic the CSH team's tactics, but managed to do it so just two more goals before CSH team managed to make a goal. During the game, Rarity, Fluttershy, and Pinkie gave all full attention to their team. CSH, you are the best, we will win, said Pinkie. The CSH team began to filled with more energy with their cheering squad cheering for them, and the rest of the school was cheering for them too. Soon, CSH team will replace Macintosh and Flash against Twilight and Rainbow and Sunset again. And when it was time the last minute of the game, the result was 12 points to Crystal Prep and 12 points to CHS. The next point would determine the match, and now the both teams were fully bet to win the match. Sunny Flare had the ball and tried to match it to the Sour Sweet, but Sunset took the ball and rushed to the opponent's goal. She tried, but they missed the basket. The ball bounced on the floor, but Rainbow managed to catch the ball and rushed through the ball. Both teams and schools watched, but the ball rolled into the basket and the match ended, and Cantaloupe High School won the match. The judge blew off with his whistle, and the time was over, and declared Cantaloupe High School as winner of the game. The CHS team cheered for the victory. The team watched the opponent's team. Rainbow and Sunset went to Sour Sweet and Sunny Flare. Good match, Sunny Flare. You gave us the real resistance this year, said Sunset. The thing when you fought well, said Sunny Flare. But next year we will win, said Sour Sweet. You can try, said Rainbow. Rainbow, Sunset, Sunny Flare, and Sour Sweet were laughing, and then the CSH team is taking the cup of the victory. A little later, the team gathered at a cafe near the school to celebrate the victory. When they sat there, they saw Sunny Flare, Indigo Zap, Sour Sweet, Sugarcoat, and Lemon Zest sat at the table. Sunset looked at her friend and her friends, and they immediately understood what she wanted. And she turned around and looked at them again, and she shouted at them and waved them to come to celebrate with them. Indigo Zap and Sunny Flare looked at each other and on their friends, and they switched to CSH team's table. Then they celebrated all the victory and promised to give all they had the next year's basketball match. And then Crystal Pride promised they will try to win the next time of the game. The end.